The Brooklyn Nets have their own issues with a 1-4 start to their season, and now there's more drama surrounding the team and their star point guard Kyrie Irving. On Thursday, Irving took to Twitter and Instagram to promote a movie called Hebrews to Negroes, Wake Up Black America. There's been an uproar in response to Irving's tweet, including a Rolling Stone article that points out that the film has been widely considered to be anti-Semitic. NBA writer for True Hoop, Jarod Hector, joins me now to discuss the reaction to Irving's post. Jarod, how's it going, man?
I'm good. I wish I was talking about something other than this nonsense that is Kyrie Irving, but here we are.
Here we are talking about nonsense surrounding Kyrie Irving again. We are doing this again. But Jarod, these posts were made by Kyrie, who's a noted free thinker, and Nets owner Joe Tsai took to Twitter to issue a statement on Friday saying that he was, quote, disappointed in Kyrie's support of the film. So what was your reaction to these posts from Kyrie?
It's Kyrie doing Kyrie type things yet again. You mentioned that the team is 1-4, right? They have basketball issues that they need to focus on, but they can't because Kyrie Irving has to do what he normally does. And Dexter, you know me, I'm not a religious person, but there's something that came to mind when I saw this latest thing with Kyrie. And it's the axiom or the phrase, to whom much is given, much is required. And then I think Spider-Man popularized the phrase, with great power comes great responsibility. I think those are two very apropos things to think about here in this situation. And it talks largely about our problem in society when we deal with uber famous people that are super talented in one thing. When someone is uber famous and super talented in a particular thing, like Kyrie Irving, and has a platform, that fame and that power and that celebrity that we as a society commodify and give them creates this level of invincibility and this belief within a lot of these individuals that they are good at all things and they can speak to all things. Kyrie has spoken about this in the past, this idea of being the voice for the voiceless, which we all laughed at because that's ridiculous. He is not equipped to be or do any of these things that he is trying to do. The problem is that he thinks he's equipped to do those things. And this is where the danger comes, because there's no check and balance in the way to stop him from promoting dangerous theories and putting, in this case, promoting something that puts out hate speech out into the world.
You talked about checks and balances here, Jarod. Do you think that there will be any punishment against Kyrie from the Nets or the NBA here, or will we see companies with ties to the Nets and the league pull corporate sponsorships?
I mean, I think, in the age that we live in, I think, yes, there's an opportunity for companies to cut ties with Kyrie. But companies are always going to do what's in the best interest of their bottom line, right? If partnering with Kyrie still brings in dollars, it's going to be tough. Now, we saw what Adidas did with Kanye West, and, they kind of did that kicking and screaming, right? Because Yeezy was bringing in a lot of revenue to that company. So we'll see. And I think the NBA will likely put out hand out some kind of fine. I think the Nets may do something as well. But this is a much, much larger issue, Dexter. And again, it's about how we as a society commodify and treat celebrity and people like Kyrie Irving.
I think when you're talking about the we, many of us, and we put us in this as well too, thought with this being a contract year for Kyrie, that the point guard would be focused on basketball and on his best behavior. So how do these posts impact his future with the Brooklyn Nets?
I've said this before to you privately. If you are a GM or a president of basketball operations, how in any possible conceivable way could you give this dude or consider giving this dude any kind of contract extension? This is a contract year, as you mentioned. He is supposed to be on his best behavior right now. And to be fair, he is playing well on the floor. But he can't even do that without creating controversy off the floor, right? It's like and if you are a team, and look, this is sports, and in the grand scheme of the world, it's not that big of a deal, right? In terms of real world issues. However, if you're an organization and you're about the business of competing to win championships, you don't need these kinds of distractions off the court. So I can't imagine any team in good conscience being like, yeah, sign me up for 5 years at Supermax money for that. That's what I want.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to see, and it's interesting with Joe Tsai's comments on Twitter and what we'll see in a reaction from the Brooklyn Nets or the NBA, what will happen. It'll all be very interesting, but I think there are many people out there that are disappointed in the comments and the post from Kyrie Irving and other people. And as you said, Jarod, absolutely, it's dangerous. There's no doubt about that. That is Jarod Hector, NBA writer for True Hoop. Also check out his work on the 7 Footers podcast. Jarod, thank you for your time and your thoughts. Very appreciated on this matter.
Thank you.